NFL's 2025 season kicked off with a bang, but not all of it was fireworks. From jaw-dropping comebacks to head-scratching blunders, Week 1 was a roller coaster of emotions. Let's dive into the numbers that tell the real story behind the box scores, revealing what truly unfolded during this unpredictable opening weekend. But here's where it gets controversial. While some players shone brighter than ever, others left us questioning their future in the league. And this is the part most people miss. The stats that expose the cracks beneath the highlights. 1. The Vikings' fourth quarter miracle. Minnesota's offense looked like a disaster for 3 quarters. Quarterback J.J. McCarthy, the 2024 first-round pick, making his long-awaited debut after a knee injury, struggled mightily. Through the first 3 quarters, he completed just 7 of 12 passes for 56 yards, took 3 sacks, and threw a pick 6. The Vikings averaged a measly 2.9 yards per carry and went 3 and out on 6 of their first 9 drives. It was, in a word, ugly. But then, something clicked. Trailing 17-6 in the fourth quarter, McCarthy transformed into a completely different player. He led 3 consecutive touchdown drives, including a 14-yard rushing touchdown, to steal the win from Chicago. McCarthy became the first player since Cam Newton in 2011 to record multiple passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown in his NFL debut, all in the final quarter. While it was just one game, or quarter touch, against a depleted Bears defense, these flashes of brilliance are hard to ignore. Could this be the McCarthy the Vikings have been waiting for? 2. The Browns' heartbreak in numbers. Cleveland should have walked away with a win against the Bengals. But fate had other plans. Kicker Andre Smith missed 2 critical kicks, an extra point in the third quarter, and a 36-yard field goal with 2:25 left that would have given the Browns the lead. To add insult to injury, 2 tipped passes turned into interceptions, including one by Jerry Jeudy that put the Bengals in field goal range. Is it bad luck, or is there a deeper issue here? Joe Flacco certainly deserved better, but the Browns' inability to close out games remains a troubling pattern. 3. Denver's defensive dominance. The Broncos' defense was relentless against the Titans, holding them to a staggering 6.2 yards per drive. Rookie quarterback Cam Ward faced pressure on 53% of his dropbacks, the highest rate in Week 1. The Titans' offense posted the worst expected points added, EPA, of the week, at -25.4, and their running backs averaged -0.50, EPA, per rush. Ward's 6 sacks, including a sack fumble to end his day, were the icing on the cake. Is this the start of a dominant defensive season for Denver, or just a rookie quarterback's growing pains? 4. Joe Alt's flawless transition. After losing All-Pro left tackle Rashawn Slater, the Chargers turned to Joe Alt, who seamlessly transitioned from right tackle to left. In Week 1 against the Chiefs, Alt allowed 0 pressures on 43 pass-blocking snaps. While Kansas City's pass rush isn't the most fearsome, Alt's performance is a promising sign for quarterback Justin Herbert and the Chargers' offense. Could Alt be the next great tackle in the league? 5. Chase Brown's nowhere-to-run nightmare. Bengals running back Chase Brown averaged -0.33 yards before first contact against the Browns, the worst mark among backs with at least 10 carries. He finished with just 43 yards on 21 carries, his longest run going for only 8 yards. Cleveland's defense, led by Myles Garrett, dominated the line of scrimmage, raising questions about Cincinnati's offensive line. Is this a one-week anomaly, or a sign of deeper issues for the Bengals' offense? 6. Carolina's pass rush disappears. The Panthers generated just 4 pressures on Trevor Lawrence's 32 dropbacks, the fewest in Week 1. Despite investing heavily in their defensive line during the offseason, players like Pat Jones and Tershawn Wharton failed to make an impact. Wharton's early exit with a hamstring injury only added to the woes. Did Carolina waste its resources, or is this just a slow start? 7. Russell Wilson's pocket nightmare. Russell Wilson faced pressure 17 times against the Commanders, looking jittery and indecisive throughout the game. He completed just 5 of 13 passes for 51 yards and took 2 sacks. Is Wilson's decline irreversible, or can he still turn things around? Giants fans are already calling for Jackson Dart. The Colts' perfect offensive day. Indianapolis scored on every drive against the Dolphins, with Daniel Jones facing pressure on just 24% of his dropbacks. He threw for 272 yards and 3 touchdowns, while the Colts' offensive line dominated from start to finish. Is this the year the Colts finally live up to their potential? 9. Atlanta's ground game stalled. Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier combined for just 2.2 yards per carry against the Bucs' stout defense. Robinson's 50-yard touchdown catch was the lone highlight, as both backs struggled to find any room to run. Are the Falcons' running woes a product of their offensive line or the Bucs' defense? 10. CeeDee Lamb's uncharacteristic drops. CeeDee Lamb dropped 4 passes in the Cowboys' opener against the Eagles, including 2 deep targets in the fourth quarter. It's an uncharacteristic performance for one of the league's best receivers. Was this just an off night, or is there something more to worry about?
Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Which of these stats surprised you the most?
Do you think Russell Wilson can bounce back?
Or is his time in the league coming to an end? Let's debate in the comments.